Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and there was a video that was made about a week ago that a bunch of people have asked me to chime in on. I didn't realize how big it had gotten. It had blown up, and it's by a YouTuber named Martyn, and he basically titled it, "The Fitness Industry is Fucked." So I went ahead and watched it so I could discuss this. Let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, do a little bit of crafting, and let's talk about it. Alright, I'm going to be honest, I don't know a lot about Martyn. I don't know a lot about what he stands for. But I watched the video, and whatever other opinions I might have about anything he does is pretty much irrelevant. He made some strong points in this video, some very strong points. And this is a lot of the stuff that I talk about when I talk about this industry being so obsessed with making money and fucking people out of money that they don't need to, that I hate this industry. I actually hate the fitness industry, and people pretty much know that by now, mainly because it's been overrun with supplements and fake natties and everything. But I think some people were saying that Bradley doesn't even claim to be natty. So if he's not claiming to be natty, the guy has this attitude, I'm not going to have a big problem with the guy, to be fair. More power to him, particularly with what he said in the video. And I think he made some great points regarding guys feeling the need to try to sell everything in this industry, when most of this is supposed to be about just helping people and giving out knowledge and making the money that you make off of it. And it's a lot more than people think, and I'll get into that in just a minute. Like, I can tell you guys right now, he made at least $2,500 off that video alone that he just made that we're discussing. As someone who makes longer videos, I know how video links affect money, and I promise you he made a minimum of $2,500 off that video just by giving his opinion. All right, when you make that type of money off of a 16-minute video, it wouldn't make sense to be charging people for signatures, and particularly, like he said, people who you inspire, who are coming to an event because you inspire them and motivate them enough that they want to spend money to come out and meet you. All right, they've taken their time, they've taken their money just to come meet you and talk with you for a couple of minutes, shake your hand, get a signature. That's some powerful shit, guys. All right, that is powerful. And I know that will go to people's heads, and that will give people a big ego. It will give people a big ego to the point where they think that they're so special they can charge for an autograph, and that's fucked. Because ultimately, guys, everyone in the fitness industry, every one of us, all of us, me, all the way up to the top guys in this industry, doesn't matter who you are, we're just guys who lift weights, work out, and talk on YouTube, all right? And a lot of these guys don't even have that much knowledge, unfortunately. So they're purely motivation when it comes down to it. But motivating people and then charging them for a signature who've come out of their way to come see you, it is fucked. It is fucked up to be that way, because you should be flattered. I've gone to one expo and one expo only, and I think I had around 24,000 subscribers on my older channel when I went to one, and it was humbling for me. It's kind of weird. I get accused of having a big ego oftentimes, but I really am a lot more down to earth than people make me out to be on the internet. But I was shocked when I got to that expo, because there were people like, "Oh my God, it's Jason Blaha. Hey man, I love your videos." And I was walking in line. I wasn't there at a booth. I was just there as a guest. First and only fitness expo I've ever gone to. What I didn't like was the just blatant marketing and just all the bullshit. I really didn't like at the expo, but I appreciated the fact that I went there and had just genuine fans, and it blew my mind. Because I had 24,000 followers on YouTube. You know, I was just putting out information and some free workout programs, and I just started calling out fake natties a little bit. I think I'd done like 2 fake natty videos. And I went to watch a powerlifting meet at this expo, and while I was watching the meet, as the meet was ending, I turned around. I was in the audience. One of the powerlifters ran over to shake my hand, who was competing, saw me over there, and then when I turned around, there was a line of people standing behind me ready to talk to me. And it was very humbling for me, because I'm like, I'm just a guy who gives advice on YouTube. I'm nobody really that special on here. And all these people wanted to meet me and talk to me, and I stood there for 2 hours shaking the hands of every one of those guys, talking to them, listening to their story. And I did that, and I still do that when I bump into people on the street who recognize me and want to talk to me. I always try to give them just 5 minutes of my time, because to me that's very humbling that these people looked up enough to me or my advice that they were willing to stand in a line just to talk to me. That was very humbling. That was humbling for me. And it also did let me know that, I mean, At a certain point, I have to be careful what advice I put out, because if people really are respecting my opinions that much, I damn well better be giving them the best advice that I can. It may not always be right, but it'd be the best that I can give them. You know, and that's the other thing too. Everyone acts like they need to make all this extra money off stuff, and they aren't appreciating the money that they make off of just giving the advice or the showmanship or the entertainment they provide. I'm not going to get into what I make, but I will say that, you know, I know that 16-minute videos like what Bradley put out that got over 500,000 views get a minimum of $5 per 1,000 views. All right, that's what they get. Videos that long, that's what they make. Anyone who doesn't know that, who's in YouTube, they make 3-minute videos. That's why they don't know that. But yeah, that's what he made off that video. And without going into anything about what I make, people way underestimate what YouTubers make. I'm just going to be blunt. I have a smaller channel, right? This is not my only channel. This is my bigger channel. My little baby channel, my firearms and politics channel, made over $700 last month. Just that little channel, right? That's enough for my car note and my car insurance. My little minor side project that I do just purely for fun, not even caring at all about the money it makes. It's a fun project for me. Because I'm already filming all the time anyway, so what the hell, I do something I really, really enjoy as a side project also. But that's just what it happened to make, and that kind of was like, okay, my little side project. So you can imagine when my little sub 10,000 subscriber channel, all right, makes $700 in a month. You guys have any idea what a 500,000 subscriber YouTube channel makes, who makes a video every day? You guys think about that. So the fact that any of these guys are charging for an autograph when they should be grateful. And like Bradley was saying, he's gotten to where he just gives away free stuff. He gave away $10,000 worth of free hats. He took a loss on it. He's like, well, I don't think they're going to sell anyways. I've already put the money in them. Let me just give them away at the expo to people. That's not a bad way to do it, because again, sure, he took a $10,000 loss, but he's also sacrificing a little money, showing gratitude to his enormous fan base. And those people are going to remember that. He gave them something for free. All right, they're going to have some admiration for that. He probably picked up more followers doing that. He probably picked up enough followers doing that with his generosity that the dude probably made his $10,000 back off their views. Because again, I can assure you, guys like Bradley Martyn probably make, with what his analytics look like when I looked at his channel real quick, $10,000 a drop in the bucket for them. He probably makes that every week or two. That's the reality of what a channel that big makes. You know, that's probably 1 week's salary for him. That's probably what he makes in a week. So no big loss to him, but he had a good point there. You don't have to sell everything to be successful. And the reason people do that is because this industry itself, the supplement industry, has driven the fitness industry today. And the supplement industry is based upon fucking people out of money over and over and over. Just fucking people in the ass without any reach around or anything. I mean, that's what the supplement industry does. 90% of the shit that they sell is 100% useless. And 90% of it they're marking up tenfold over what it costs them to make it. Like, you could make the same product yourself with the ingredients they do half the time. You could go buy that stuff wholesale yourself and probably make it for 10 to 20% of what they're selling it for. All right, the primary ingredients. You can go source those ingredients yourselves and make them for less than that, if they even work, and half the time they don't do anything, more than half the time, and they mark this shit up. So you've got a whole supplement industry driving the fitness industry online today, and it's all about fucking people out of money. So when you've got that mentality driving the supplement industry, of course all these other famous writers and YouTubers and everyone else, because that's the marketing model they've been given by this industry, they're going to get into just fucking people out of their money and squeezing every last penny they can out of something. And that's really insulting, because most of this, guys, the fact that people can make the type of money they make on YouTube today, all right, the fact that they can make this type of money on YouTube and blogging and everything else means that they should be able to detach from that other bullshit in the fitness and supplement industry. They should be able to detach from it, because they don't need it anymore. All right, they don't need those sponsorships. They don't need those endorsements from any of those companies. The actual YouTube money allows you the freedom to operate as you see fit, to give out your advice, your information, your entertainment, whatever it is that you happen to do with it, without getting mixed up with all the bullshit in the industry. It allows you to detach from it. But most of the guys aren't doing that. They're just digging right into it and using the same business model. And it's a whole fucked up industry. I mean, let's be honest. The stuff that people are selling is essentially worthless. The supplements, it's fucking worthless for the most part. 90% of them are a complete ripoff. They're not worth fucking anything. All this fake natty bullshit programs that people are selling, really guys, the best programs written by the best coaches out there are free today. They're fucking free, written by people who are smarter and more knowledgeable with more experience training real athletes than the guys who are selling programs. But they're all free. You see what I mean? This stuff is bullshit. All the stuff being sold is bullshit. Hell, even merchandise to some extent. I can understand merchandise because you love someone and you're a follower. I get that. That's cool. That's a little different because you are selling your name. You are selling your name. But there is something to be said for the fact that you had someone like Bradley, and I actually respect the fact that he did that. It shows he's showing respect to his followers, and he's a good businessman. That he took a bunch of it and just gives it away sometimes. Gives it away. Thousands of dollars worth of his merchandise. All right, that's a good way to treat your fans. That's how you create loyalty. This guy's probably going to go pretty far in this industry while being able to further separate himself from the industry. And I really hope Bradley takes that step. Because what I saw in this video, I saw someone who is trying to make his own name for himself, and he's kind of calling out the bullshit in the industry. I really hope that Bradley will take the next step over and detach himself from the industry itself and continue to call it out for the bullshit and the supplements and all the stuff involved with it, and focus upon just his information, his name, what he's doing. I hope he does that because this industry itself is complete garbage, is complete bullshit, and it really needs to be torn down. And he's a perfect example of someone who's made it far enough with just his YouTube alone that he easily has deep into a six-figure income without having to sell shit, without having to rip off anyone. In fact, he could just be giving away stuff and probably do better for it because he built a loyal fan base giving them free stuff than if he was selling all of it. And that'll give him more ad revenue, more views, more followers. I mean, that would be the smartest way for him to do it. So I kind of like what he's doing there. That's how you create a loyal following, brother. So, I mean, good business model. That's a good ethical business model, and I kind of like that. The rest of this industry, though, the majority of it, 95% of the people in this industry, complete fucking parasites. They're complete parasites who are into nothing but fucking people out of their hard-earned money. And that's just how I see it. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.